Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Mack. I'm going to take you through a 15 to 20 minute flow today for the whole body. We're just going to start right from the upper body, go right through down to our hips and then end up in the spine. So we're going to start in a child's pose today just to really arrive on our mat and relax into the positions that we're about to get ourselves into, okay? So sitting down on our heels, knees nice and wide, arms outstretched in front of us, forehead down. Just start to breathe deeply in through the nose and out the mouth. One more time, big breath in. And as you exhale, just relaxing. From here, we're going to walk our hands back just 2 steps and work into a thread the needle. From here, we draw our hand along the line of our chest, look up, press the floor away, find a gentle wee chest twist and a squeeze through our thoracic spine. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, come back down, thread your needle, take your hand through the space between your wrist and your knee. Relax your ear and cheek down onto the floor and then pull your shoulders away, really extending arms in each direction. And when you're ready, let's slowly lift ourselves up and try that on the other side. Alright, so same position as we were before. Other arm extends along the line of our chest. Big breath in, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Really try to rotate through the middle back. And as you exhale, let's slowly thread our needle. Right, come on down, cheek and ear to the floor, and then stretch those arms out in either direction. Take a breath, and as you exhale, just draw the shoulders away from your ears and feel that gentle stretch through our middle back. As we exhale, let's slowly lift up onto all fours, tuck our toes, and work into a beautiful cat-cow. Alright, so when you're ready, take a breath, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and push the floor away, taking your belly button right the way up to the back of your spine, and then sending your back of the spine all the way up to the ceiling. Taking a big breath here. As you exhale, let's slowly plug ourselves into our cow, pulling our shoulders back, really spreading the floor apart, extending through the back of our neck. Take a big breath here. And as we exhale, let's reverse it one more time, tucking the toes to pull that pelvis forward and around through our spine. Take a big breath here. And as you exhale, let's slowly, for the last time, plug ourselves in. Open up through the chest. Extend the back of the neck by tucking that chin. Really press your belly button down to the floor and slowly coming back to neutral. Well done, team. Right, let's slowly walk ourselves down and lay down on the floor. Hands are going to be outstretched to the side, just above 90 degrees. We're going to work into an exercise called the pec Y. Right, it's a great stretch for our chest. So when you're ready, bend one leg, flex that foot, take the same hand underneath the shoulder. What you're going to do is roll across that arm. Try to pop the sole of the foot into the floor. If that doesn't go there today, just stack your legs in a nice staggered position or on top of each other, whatever works for you. All right, you should feel that stretch through your pec there. Take a breath. Keep turning your thumb up to the ceiling so you can feel that just a little bit more. Keep pressing the floor away, and if it feels good, you can look up to the ceiling. If that is too much for your neck though, just relax it down onto the floor. Maybe take a big breath here. As we exhale, keep pressing the floor away, slowly opening up a little bit more for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly let's reset and roll back to the middle. This time we bend our arm into 90 degrees. Try a slightly different variation of the same side. So when you're ready, reset, same foot. Tries to rotate over again. If it doesn't, just extend it up the back. See where it goes today. Take a breath here, press the floor away, keep drawing your shoulder away from your ear, sliding down towards your back pockets, and then look up to the ceiling, see how that feels. Should be slightly more intense, but just take a breath. As you exhale, slowly roll back to the belly, and let's try that on the other side. You know that whole sequence, so stretch out your arm first, thumbs up to the ceiling, a little bit above 90 degrees, flex the foot, roll one over, into that pec stretch. So again, options here are to place the sole of the foot down, stack the legs, or stagger them. Yeah, whatever works best for you. Take a breath, and as you exhale, just press that floor away. Really try to keep drawing that armpit down towards your hip. back to your belly, bend the elbow into 90 degrees, make sure your elbow and your shoulder are still in line, and then let's reset again, giving the elbow some space, and then rolling over. Right, again, just reset your feet wherever they need to be today. Again, this is probably a little bit more intense on this side in this variation, yeah, so just take your time and relax wherever you go today. All right, take a big breath in. As you exhale, just relax into it for the last 3, 2, and 1. Good work, team. Let's slowly press back onto our hands and knees, and then open up towards the front. All right, we're going to work into our kneeling side extension now, one of my favorite movements. So if you can, line up your big toe and your heel with your knee. Take one of your hands to the back of your head, the other hand reaches along the side of your leg, and you find a nice wee stretch through your side line of your body, right in between your ribs and your hips. All right, so take a big breath in here. As you exhale, really imagine you're in between 2 panes of glass, and then just walk your finger down your leg just a little bit more. It's quite an intense stretch through the side, yeah, so just take your time. Big breath in. As we exhale, we lift, and let's try that on the other side, all right? Extend the other leg out to the side. Make sure that your big toe and your heel are in line with your knee again. Take the hand to the back of your head, reach over your leg, and then C-shape through that side. Remember to really stack yourself in a line first. Almost lift up to come over, and then find that stretch in your side line. As you exhale, really take that elbow just a little bit further. See if you can breathe into those ribs. And exhale to relax. Well done, team. Okay, let's slowly lift all the way back up. Brilliant. Now from here, what we're going to do is pop our hands down onto the floor. Maybe scoot back a little bit. Make sure that our heel now is in line with our knee and our toe is flat on the floor beside. We're going to go into some groin rocks. Okay, so take a breath. And as you exhale, let's hinge back down onto our elbows. And we should feel a lovely stretch through the inner line of your leg, all right? If you don't and you want a little bit more, you can swing back, take your knee a little bit wider, big breath in, and send your hips back again. Really try to focus on being really straight through your spine here, not so crooked, because then we're trying to avoid that stretch, and we don't want that. Okay, yeah, so big breath in, extending the spine as we sit back, really exhale into it. Take a breath, rock forwards. One more time we go back. This time we're going to pivot on the heel, send the big toe up to the ceiling, and then slowly hinge back into that position again. We should feel something different through the fibers of our inner line there. I certainly do. Yeah, so take a breath. As you exhale, elongate the spine. Really think about extending from both the tip of the tailbone and the crown of your head. As you exhale, come on back, switch the leg over, and let's try that first position again. So take the knee out to the desired length that you'd like, and then as you exhale, slowly sink back onto your elbows. Remember the first 2 reps we keep our big toe on the floor. And what we should feel is that lovely inner line of the leg on the other side. Yeah? So take a breath here, team. As we exhale, rock forward, reset the pelvis if you need to, give it a second, maybe go in or out as much as you'd like, and then hinge back again. As you exhale, really try to let that nervous system relax, calm down. Focus on those feelings. All right, one more time, we rock forward. This time we get to pivot on the heel, turn the big toe up to the ceiling, still think about lengthening that spine and sink back to our elbows. Take a breath here. As you exhale, just relax, really pushing your butt cheeks back as far as they go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, well done. Slowly come forward, and then we get to turn into a flex lunge. So turn yourself to the side. Make sure you've got a 90-degree angle with your front leg, a 90-degree angle with your back leg. Tuck your back toe, and then from here, thumbs just come up to our shoulders. All right, from here we're going to take a really big pelvic tilt, so squeeze your glute, tip your pelvis back as much as you can. We're going to extend away from our hip flexor towards the other side so that we can feel that stretch down the thigh line of our side leg and also our psoas muscle. All right, take a big breath in, really extend the fingers down and up as much as they can. And as you exhale, slowly slide back to start position. Untuck the pelvis, give it a second, reset. When you're ready, let's go again, taking a breath, reaching down as far as we can, and then reaching up just as high. As we exhale, slowly come back. And one more time. When we're ready, reset, tuck that pelvis, and when you're ready, extend. This time we stay down there for a bit, and also try and take our thumbs towards the back corner of the room, just so we can feel that line just a little bit more. Big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly return. And let's try that on the other side. All right, when you're ready, swivel around over to the other side. Tuck your back toe, thumbs to shoulders. Really remember to tilt that pelvis and activate the glute. When you're ready, extend to the side, nice and slow. Big breath in through that sideline. And as you exhale, slowly return. Roll the shoulders back. And let's try that again one more time. Extending down, keep squeezing and contracting that glute. Come back. And when you're ready, let's try this last one with a little bit of extension. So reach towards the floor, reach towards the top of the room. Take your thumbs and then turn them towards the back corner. And you should feel just that very slight extension right through the sideline of your hip or into the TFL. Take another breath here. And exhale to return. All right, now we extend that lunge even further. So take a big step forward and come down to a nice deep lunge. Untuck that back toe and just rock through the hip. Really try to make sure here that your ankle and your knee of the front leg are nice and in line. Hands are inside that ankle. And we're just going to rock through the hip. See if you can keep that back glute just slightly engaged so you can start to feel the front of the hip just a little bit more. All right, team, from here, take a breath and we're going to walk into the world's greatest stretch, right, which is a lovely wee twist, okay? So when you're ready, take the elbow down the inside of your front leg, slowly drop it down to see just how far it can go. All right, then when you're ready, let's push the floor away and open up into a twist. Squeezing our shoulder blades together, dropping that hip down. And when you're ready, we go back down to that start position. Again, elbow draws the line, press the floor away, and open into that twist. One more time, team. When you're ready, elbow comes all the way down. When you're ready, last time, push the floor away, open up into that twist. Really enjoy it. Beautiful. Hand comes back down inside of the foot. Then when you're ready, hinge back into your kneeling hamstring stretch. Now from here, for some people, we might need to keep that knee slightly bent. You might need to come up onto the fingertips, okay? Just do whatever you've got to do today to feel the stretch in the back of your leg. All right, so you might want to pulse in and out using your breath. So take a breath to find some space. And as you exhale, really extend that knee and try and extend the spine too. Well done, team. If you can, try and fold forward just a little bit more for the last 5 seconds. Really feeling that deep stretch through the back of our leg. Well done, team. All right, slowly walk yourself up. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our leg onto the other side and work through that deep lunge sequence on this side. Okay, so when you're ready, extend that back leg back. Find the deep lunge first. Take a breath and extend the spine. Really focus again on heel and knee alignment and also a slight engage of the back glute. Take a breath and just start to rock, hunt and explore through the front of your back leg. All right, team, when you are ready, we're going to take the elbow to the inside of your shin with that front leg. Slowly trace the line down. Maybe it feels slightly different to the other side. That one was a little bit tougher for me, I'm not going to lie. When you're ready, extend up nice and tall. Open the shoulder blades nice and wide. Big breath in. As you exhale, draw the elbow down again, nice and slow. Press the floor away, open up. And one more time. Elbow down. Pressing the floor away into that twist. And when you're ready, hand comes all the way back down again. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, let's slowly push those hips back and extend into our kneeling hamstring stretch. So remember the options here. Keep the knees soft if you need to. Come up onto the fingertips if you need a little bit more room today. All right, so big breaths. Remember, as you exhale, we're extending that leg. And to inhale, we soften and just find a little bit more space. Focus again on really extending the spine, pushing the butt cheeks back so you can feel the complete extension of your hamstring. All right, team, last big breath here. Beautiful. All right, come and have a seat on your bottom, and then slowly we're going to lay all the way down to the floor. Our last wee section. Pop your knees into your chest, give them a wee cuddle, maybe rock that lower back left and right, see how it feels. When you're ready, let's extend one of your legs nice and long. Lace your fingertips behind one of your legs. Pull that knee as close to your chest as you can, and then slowly we're going to extend the leg, trying to find a gentle stretch in the back of it. All right, once you've found that gentle stretch, flex your toes down to your face, and you're going to feel a little bit more of an intense stretch through that entire chain. That there is your sciatic nerve, just really infiltrating into our muscles, all right? Creating a really cool neuromuscular connection, which is kind of what we want, okay? So just try to breathe through all this intense feeling you got going on. As you exhale, relax the foot, relax the knee, bend it all the way down. And when you're ready, let's go again. Big breath in, extending that knee, flex the toe down to the face. Try to draw the leg in. And then slowly come out of there. Well done, guys. Last one, big breath in. Flexing the toes. And slowly relax out of there. Well done. Let's take that foot, cross it over in front of the other knee, lace your fingers behind the other leg, and go into a figure four. Right, from here we press the elbow into our knee, draw the knee closer to our chest, keep flexing that foot, and really make sure that our pelvis is nice and stable. Okay, gentle, big deep breaths here. Remembering that with every inhale we find some space, and every exhale we draw a little closer and extend just a little bit more. If you do want another wee extension here, you can lace your fingers on top of your shin bone and then pull your shin towards your chest. Now that is super intense there, okay? So just take a big breath. And as you exhale, pull it in for the last 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Slowly release that off. Pull both knees into your chest. And let's do that little set on the other side. So extend your leg long. Lace your fingers behind the other leg. And when you're ready, let's sciatic nerve force. Alright, so when you're ready, extend the leg. Find the hamstring stretch first, right? That's super important. And then when you're ready, pull that toe down to your face. Feeling all those nerves just light fireworks into the muscles. In a good way. Slowly bend all the way back down. And let's try that again, all right? Extend the leg, flex the toe, relax, and then slowly come back down. One more time, team. Big breath in. Flex the toes down to our face. Relax and really let go. Draw in. And then relax that leg down. Remember to cross it over in front of the other knee. Lace your fingers behind the back of the leg. Push your elbow into your knee to make sure that that knee stays out. And then pull in to our figure four. All right, from here you should feel the glute and the external rotators of that leg pressed out to the side. If you do not, you're allowed to go a little bit further. And try and lace your fingertips over your shin bone, right? And then pull in from there. Just be very active with pushing your own knee out to the side now. Okay, take a deep breath here, team. As you exhale, knee comes into the chest, but we press the tailbone down. Press the knee out for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, release. Pull the knees into the chest. One more time. Give yourself a wee cuddle. Then we're going to go into some open box, right? Some of my favourite exercises for the rotation of our spine, all right? So when you're ready, extend the leg that's closest to me long. Keep one leg into your chest, just for a second. And then when you're ready, let's take that guy to 90 degrees, all right? Take him right across your body. Now, if that is super uncomfortable for you, right from the start, then you can grab a pillow or a block or a foam roller or whatever you need just to lift that knee up just a little bit, okay? When you're ready, from here, opposite hand comes on top of your knee, and then you reach towards your screen. Take a big breath in, and then slowly semicircle through the sky, reach up and over, and try and look down the line of your arm. Really try to keep that knee down on the ground or on your lift or whatever you need. Just keep them really steady. As you exhale, slowly close your book, come back home, and let's try one more time. All right, big breath in this time. Extend right through that semicircle and try to make it the biggest semicircle we can. All right, as we relax, press your knee down to the floor, press your shoulder down as well. Really drill those guys in and feel that gorgeous twist right through the middle of your body. Beautiful work, team. Slowly close the book. And now I go to the other side. All right, when you're ready, pull both ears into your chest again. Give yourself a wee cuds. And then slowly extend the other leg. Pull that guy to 90 degrees. Make sure you have enough space. Take your leg across. And remember, if you need to use that lift, please do so. Opposite hand comes on top for support, and we reach towards the back of the room this time. Big breath in when you're ready, and semicircle through the sky. And look down the line of your arm. All right, really focus on, again, pressing that knee down into whatever you're pressing into, and then shoulder down to the floor as well. Really relax into that twist. And as you exhale, slowly close. And let's go for the last one. Big breath in. Remember to keep extending like someone is pulling you through this position. And relax. Take your final big breath here. As you exhale, press the knee down, press the shoulder down, look down the line of your arm. Beautiful. When you're ready, close that book. And let's roll on over to our tummy for the last couple of exercises. All right, hands out to the side. And we're going to work on some prone twists, okay? Similar to the pec Y, but again, more for the spine, less for the upper body, all right? So bend the knee. This time we point the toe. Lift the knee, then slowly take our toes all the way across our body towards our fingertips. All right, if your chest lifts to get your toe to the ground, that's totally fine, but then really extend out of each arm to get the full twist here. As you exhale, really melt into the floor, and again, try to feel a different twist through our spine now. As we exhale, slowly roll back to our belly. And then let's try that on the other side. All right, so bend, lift, send your big toes right on over towards your opposite fingers. From here, again, just relax. I know this is an intimidating looking position, but I promise it is very achievable for everyone. Okay, take a breath here. And as you exhale, extend as much as you can. Slowly, when you're ready, push back to the belly. Take a breath. Hands come underneath our shoulders just for a second. Take a breath and squeeze the glutes. Lengthen the spine and then push the floor away up until we baby cobra. Okay, from here, ribs almost stay on the ground. We tuck our elbows in, elongate our neck, squeeze our glutes as much as we can, push the floor away and slowly roll back down. Ready? We're going to try that again. Take a breath, squeeze the glutes, lengthen the spine and lift. Come up just a little bit higher or just a little bit more into an extended position that is comfortable for you. All right, big breath in now. Last one, come on up to whatever feels good for you. That might be a full extended up dog or it might be a baby cobra. Just do what suits you today, okay? Open your collars as much as you can. Big breath in. And as you exhale, let's slowly come all the way back down to the floor, rolling back down nice and slow. When you're ready, brace your core and push the floor away and come back to your child's pose. All right, feet together, knees a little bit wider, hands out in front of you, and relax that forehead down to the floor. We'll take a couple big breaths again here, into the belly, through the nose. And as you exhale, just relax. And last one, big breath in. Beautiful. And when you're ready, team, slowly walk yourself up to that comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders back. And that is your quick fix mobility session. I hope you really enjoyed it.